Alright guys, welcome back to the Bait Cave, and today we're going to show you how to make colors using only glitter. And what's really neat about that is with glitters you get more of that light refraction rather than a colorant or a powder, which we will not be using at all today. We won't be using anything like this or anything like these, which this is a pearl and this is a highlight. So today we won't be using any of those, no colorants, no pearls, no highlights. Today it will just be glitters. And we already got a cup in the microwave heating up. And we're gonna get ready to show y'all one of the first colors that we're gonna make today, which is gonna be a pretty cool color. And it's gonna be, we're gonna actually make a June bug only using flake, which I think will be pretty cool, and I think it'll give y'all a cool idea. And today we're gonna actually shoot that in a finesse worm mold, which is called the Do It Molds Finesse Crawler, 6-inch. So we're gonna do that today, and we're gonna show y'all what cool colors y'all can make using just glitters. That way, if you don't want to get too bougie, too crazy with it, you want to just buy some plastic, you want to just buy a couple glitters, and you want to throw them in the microwave and see what you can make at home, that's what we're going to show you here today. And so we already got this cup going off in here, and we're going to pull it out and show you what it's got going on. Alright, so now that we got that cup out of the microwave, as you can see, it looks relatively ready to go. But when you start to stir, you'll actually see there's some thicker stuff towards the bottom. You want to make sure that all gets mixed together real nicely. That way you don't have any gooey parts in your bait. We're going to go ahead and pop this in for another 20 to 30 seconds. And we're going to see what we can make for y'all. Alright guys, so now that we got our plastic properly heated all the way through, we're going to go ahead and take some of this purple, and we're going to take a good healthy scoop of it, and we're going to throw it in there. We're going to take a little bit more, throw it in there, and I think that'll be enough to fill it up and make it purple. And then so what we're going to do is clean this off, because you see it gets a little purple, so we're going to take and clean this off. That way we don't get any purple in our green flake. We're going to take and we're going to get a good healthy scoop of our green flake and throw it in there. We're going to tap that, get it all cleaned off. But we're going to take these two, we're going to stir them together, and we're going to show y'all what that makes. Alright, so as you can see, we got it mixed up now. But it's looking like we got a little too much green and not enough purple. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and throw another scoop of purple in there to see if that makes it enough. And we're going to go pretty healthy with it. We're just going to glob that in there. Alright, so now we're going to take and we're going to stir this purple in and see if that's enough to make it the purple that we're looking for. Alright guys, so we got it stirred up and we got more of that purple look that we're going for. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw it back in the microwave for another 15-20 seconds. That way it's ready to shoot through the mold. We're going to get this color shot through the mold for you guys. Alright guys, now that we got this heated back up, we're going to throw it into the injector and throw it through the mold for you guys. That way y'all can see how cool this June bug with nothing but a flake can be. Which it won't be exactly like your colorant bait. It should color it real nice, especially with how much flake we've thrown in there. But you don't get quite the same effect as colorant. It's just a lot more of a flashy color, but it's something different. It's something the fish haven't seen, and you never know, it might get you a few more bites out there. Alright guys, now that we got our finesse crawler setting up with the June bug color, we're gonna make some black with a blue flake, black and blue with just flake. Alright, so hear me out, black and blue with just flake, and we're gonna do it in a Cinco, because why not? Trusty old Cinco in black and blue, how can you not go wrong with that? And we're gonna make it with just these two flakes. And we got our cup heated up here, and what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our scooper. We're gonna clean it off. And actually for this one, I'm not gonna even use the scooper because we're gonna have to add so much that it's really kind of irrelevant to use it. So we're gonna add the black here, which we added a bunch of black. And we're gonna take in and we're gonna sprinkle some blue. We're not gonna go as much blue this time because we learned our lesson with the. We're not gonna go with as much blue this time because we learned our lesson with the June bug flake color. So we're gonna go a little less blue this time, and we're gonna see how that mixes up. Alright, so now that we got our two flakes in here, we're gonna stir this up and see what it makes. And there you go, that's our black and blue flake with nothing but a flake. But as you can tell, that black flake is so small that it creates and it makes it look like that we threw a black pigment in there. Pop it back in the microwave for just a minute. That way we can get it into the Cinco mold for y'all, and y'all can see what that makes. Alright guys, so we got our black with the blue flake, and we're about to get it shot up into the mold. That way y'all can see what the black with blue flake with just glitter looks like. Alright, so now that one's shot and ready to go, we're going to actually take and go over to the finesse crawler mold. And we're going to pull those out and show y'all. Alright guys, we got the finesse crawler here. We're going to open it up. I'm a little bit worried that I got a little flashing because I got the plastic really hot. As you can see, they always like to come up off the top when you're trying to shoot. We did get just a little bit of flashing. The plastic got a little bit hot, but look at it. We got a really nice June bug color with just flake. The only thing we used was flake to get this color, and that's pretty cool. It's something the fish haven't seen. It's a little more flashy. It's not as dull as some of your colorants out there. That way you might get a few more bites on some fish that are visually trying to feed. Alright guys, so our black and blue Cincos are set up. They're still a little warm, but I'm pretty sure they're ready to pull out. So what we're going to do is we're going to open them up for you. And as you can see, that makes a really nice black and blue that the fish probably have not seen, just made with flake. And that's some pretty cool ways you can just use flake to make some colors, to maybe catch a few more fish, give the fish something they haven't seen, give them a little idea of something that they just not used to. So it's got a little more flash, it's got a little more draw. Kind of why we brought you the video today was to show you don't need all the crazy colors, glitters, and all that. All you need to do is get what you feel like you want and need to start bait making. Get you a mold, get you an injector, have a microwave, and then just start shooting you some baits, and you'll get all together, and then you'll end up with everything in no time. Thank you guys for sticking around for the whole video, and if you liked it, subscribe, because we will be back to show you some more cool things that you can do in bait making. And these are just the two colors that we did. We could have done an array of colors. We have all sorts of different glitters we could have done, but we wanted to show you these two because these are two pretty standard colors that everybody knows that you use colorants to make, that we just used glitters. So thank you for sticking around, watching the video. Come back for more, and we're going to see y'all next time in the bait cave.